Action.
Alright, so I am going to do an elevation to show how we represent, I'm going to do the windows in this elevation, as well as doors actually. So this is actually a grade 11 drawing, so grade 11s can use this as well. When we're doing an elevation, we need to be looking at our floor plan. So you would be given a floor plan, or whether you've had to draw your floor plan, either way. Then you would be given what windows and doors are needed, as well as a window and door schedule. So let's start. Over here, they've given us an incomplete north elevation. That means they've given you the measurements they want. Okay? Here they have not given you the height of the wall or the height from the ground line to the finished floor level. In real life, the height from the ground line, the natural ground line, to the finished floor level is 170 millimeters. Okay. Then the height to the top of the wall is 2761 millimeters. Unless they have given it. So please make sure if you're writing an exam or something, you make sure you look. If they have given you what they want, use that. If they have not given you what they want, you need to remember those. This elevation we're going to do scale 1:50, which is the same scale that was used for the floor plan. I'm going to start by doing a north elevation. Please remember, if I say to you do a north elevation, you look at the north point. The north point points to the north. Okay? The elevation is labeled according to the direction they face. This would be a north elevation because it faces north. This would be south because it faces south. This would be east because it faces east. This would be west because it faces west. So I'm going to do a north elevation to start. North being this one. So if we look at the incomplete floor plan, I see I'm going to have 2 windows. Now I'm doing the elevation scale 1:50, which is exactly what the floor plan is. Therefore I can use exact measurements from here. Okay, remember when we are drawing an elevation, if I'm doing the north one, I don't look at it this way. I turn it and I look at it this way, as if I was standing outside looking at it. So let's start.
Can you just generally put the page under the page and see any copy?
Let's see how long the whole thing is. Okay, so I know it's going to be between here and here. Now I need my compass and my calculator. And I said it's 2761 from the very, no, 2761 plus 170, because if we look over here, if I look over here, I have 170 from the ground line to the finished floor level, and then 2761. So what I should do, I should say 170 plus 2761 divided by our scale. That gives me 58.6 millimeters to the top. Please don't forget labels. You will get marks for saying natural ground line. And I must put my finished floor level in, which is 170 divided by 50, which is our scale, 3.4. Your floor level gets done in this line type, the long, short, long, short. Alright, and we label finish floor level. Then the roof, because only in grade 12 we really focus on the roof. So to show that it's incomplete, go like this. That symbol represents the fact that there is something above, but we're not doing it. Okay, there's the roof. Then we need to get the top of the windows and doors. Windows and doors all sit on the same top line. They've asked us to do it 2,100 from the finished floor level. So 2,100 divided by 50 is 42. So from my finished floor level, up 42, and I can just draw a light line across that will show me where my windows and doors are going to sit. Then let's have a look. I need to figure out the space before the first window, 72. So the first window will sit somewhere here. Notice I'm drawing lightly because this is construction. Okay. And I look here and it says I need window number 1. So window number 1, if I go look here, window 1 is 1,550. 1,550 divided by my scale gives me 31. There, 31. So now the first window is going to sit there somewhere. Alright, then to the next window is 29. And it's window number 3. So I go here. Window number 3 is 2,000 divided by my scale gives me 40. Alright, now I can start putting how long the window is. So the first one was window number 1. Window number 1 is well actually, all the windows are 1,500. 1,500 divided by scale is 30. So from the top, I go 30 down. Okay? Please don't measure 30 up. We go from that top line, we got 30 down. Now I've got to start putting the detail. Window number 1 has these window frames. Frames we do 25 in real life. So 25 divided by 50, it's going to be 0.5 millimeter. It's really going to be tiny. This is going to be a very thin frame. The first frame is on the outside. So very lightly, just do it lightly at first. A 0.5 millimeter frame. Then 500 from the end to the inside of that frame. 500 divided by 10. So 10 in, 10 in. Okay, now I don't put my frame inside those, I put it inside that side, because if you look here, the measurement goes to the outside of that. So we move inside to do the frame. I'm doing this all lightly because I am going to have to do a little bit of erasing. Okay. Then from the top 1,000 down to that inside line. 1,000 divided by scale gives me 20. Alright, now I can start making it dark. Do you see, I don't draw a full line across. There has to be a space so that the frame connects to each other. So wherever the frame comes into contact with another frame, I leave that space. Don't draw through the frame, do you see that? I leave a space. Leave a space. Right. Alright, there's the first window. Now I mustn't forget these lines, okay? Those lines show that those windows open. They open in a certain direction. Okay, so I have to put those in. Measure halfway, make a dot, and we just lightly, I would actually put it in as hidden detail. Remember, this is just light. Just to show whoever's reading this elevation that this window opens in this direction. And that the rest of the windows that don't have this do not open. Alright, then we go to the next one. Again, we're going to be doing a 1 millimeter border. So remember, we start by doing a very, not even 1 millimeter, 0.5 millimeter, tiny border. For the window frame, we do it lightly at first. Alright, then that's okay. So we're doing window number 3, and I need to go down 1,000. I'm assuming because they all go down 1,000. Okay, and across 500, so the same.
This looks.
Now let's finish with this window. So again, save time for yourself. Line it up here. And that one is a little bit small, but anyway. Okay, let's see, does this one say anything about... Okay, they didn't put any of these in, so we found hinged end. Okay. Oh, look at all these marks. And that is an elevation. But, don't forget, you always need to label it. Now I want to include a door into an elevation. So I just quickly drew another elevation for us to look at. And let's do this first door. Okay, this is going to be a south elevation. So we're going to use that space. Okay, so we measure. Something very important, the door always sits on the floor level. We do not take doors down to the natural ground line. It uses the same height that they've given us, that 2,100 from the finished floor level. So 2,100 divided by scale, 42. From the finished floor level, up. Okay. Now let's measure the door. They said the door is to fit. So we measure what's there. Okay. Door down to the finished floor level. Across. Up. Across. Door frame as well is going to be 0.5 millimeter here. Inwards. Do not do the door frame on the outside because then we've changed the measurements of the door. And that is literally a door. Okay, if we were to do the next door, which is going to be a double door, 45, and then this double door. There's the double door. which have asked us to put a sliding door. This also goes all the way to the top. Remember, sits on the finished floor level. Please don't take it down to the ground line. Okay, have a look here. It's a sliding door. So we're going to have the frames on the outsides and through the middle. Same thing, the frame will be literally half a millimeter thick. Oh, that one was a bit small. That's halfway. Same thing, we leave that space where the two frames come together. Actually, for this one we're actually not going to, because it's a sliding door. We can close that frame. And I say that because they've closed the frame. Okay, that's a sliding door. Same would apply if you're given a double door. It would literally be the two doors that come together like this. Okay, and that is the south elevation. You also get marks for putting the labels. There we go.